interesting. It's a diary written by an air elementalist who lived in Draconia during Sadzha's times. Here, the upcoming battle in the Gorian desert, the holy army outside our gates. We were also called upon to play a part in this unparalleled bloodbath.
Do you think the book will give us a clue how to find the way to Draconia?
Oh, Charon, the book is the way to Draconia, just as any book could be a gate. Oh, this looks like a good passage. Boron 19th, 590 after Bosporan's fall.
О, закончили 4 главу.
I was on my way to the laboratories of the Auradepts when Admiral Wahim caught me by surprise in the main corridor.
Your attitude is unacceptable, Xerxes. In 3 days, the demon hordes will fall upon Aventuria. If my army is destroyed, then it'll be your ignorance which brought us down.
Oh, Admiral, I know, but you exaggerate. We are simple elementalists. We've withdrawn to these halls because the concerns of the world weary us. We're not warriors.
You command the elements. You could set whirlwinds upon the enemy hordes with your spirits, or an infernal firestorm. Keshalri itself attests to your power.
Floating stones are one thing. War is another. You'll have to fight your little skirmish alone.
I repeated my words of the day before, emphasized that we didn't see a threat to the balance of the spheres, and even permitted myself a small, sophisticated pun on the military zeal of our times, which, to my disappointment, went over his head. And then the spirits at the gate suddenly opened the portal.
Кстати, в воздухе болтается.
Да-да-да.
О, пришла.
Ага.
Are you expecting someone?
No.
Welcome to the Council of the Elements. How, can I help you?
Ха-ха-ха.
Ага. Да, по порядку.
Давай.
Дракония.
Is this Draconia?
Yes, the Council of the Elements in Draconia. You require the services of an elementalist?
Представиться.
My name is Sadzha. I come from Fazar.
Fazar?
A long way. Did you come the whole way on foot?
Yes.
Вступить в битву.
I'm here to join the Holy Army. I want to fight in the gore.
I'm afraid I have nothing to do with that.
Let me know if you learn any more about him.
What can you do? Can you fight? Use magic?
Передать маску. Нормально.
I'm looking for a prince. I'm supposed to give him this mask.
Xerxes, take her to the prince.
But I'd rather...
At once.
If you'd follow me...
Я думала, она им собралась маску отдавать.
I must admit we are a bit, how shall I put it, surprised by your arrival. Not many people stray here. To be honest, it's also a blessing for me. The Admiral is beginning to get on my nerves.
Странные
Did you
такие.
know that Draconia was built by dragons? All the wonders of this world in one place. And behind every passageway lies a new surprise. And that man wants us to drop everything and fight in his ridiculous little war. Can you imagine it? May I ask what's so special about this mask?
Сейчас узнает, не захочет отдавать, скажет. Ой, нам поизучать надо.
Ага.
Она похищает воспоминания людей.
It takes away people's memories and turns them into slaves.
That doesn't sound very pleasant.
I was told to bring it here. That's all I know.
It looks very old, as though from a very long forgotten time. Ah, time. Isn't time an astonishing thing? At first glance, everything in Draconia seems so gigantic, and we seem so small. But that is nothing in comparison to the monumental size of the time which slumbers in these halls. According to our understanding, this is the oldest structure in Aventuria, almost as old as time itself. I hope you have healthy lungs. This stairway is horrible.
То есть нам не дали другие варианты. Надо аккуратнее с этим, потому что мы можем сделать не тот выбор.
And here's another ancient wonder that leaves us absolutely awestruck. A star system, but fascinatingly not our own. Who built it? And why? Does it show the past or a distant future? I propose that it shows both. And another staircase.
Зараза какая. Сам-то летает.
Ага. Только хотел сказать, что сам-то ногами не двигает.
Ah, the zucchini. I love zucchini.
Why is Draconia so empty? I thought you were about to go to war. Where's the army?
Wrong. We, that is the Council, have decided to stay out of this war. We're being pressured to change our minds, but as long as the balance of the spheres isn't disturbed, we see no reason to do so.
Blast it. Does that mean there's no army here?
Yes, there is. Over there. The Flying Fortress Keshalri. A masterpiece of elemental air magic. Do you have any more questions before I take you to the prince?
Без ног. Принц.
Who is the prince?
The fortress is carried by hundreds upon hundreds of air spirits bound in special crystals, so-called floating stones. The prince is a master of domination magic. He ensures that the spirits remain in the stones and do what is asked of them.
But why a prince?
As Admiral Vahim always puts it so nicely, in times like these, one takes what one can get.
Летающая крепость.
The Holy Army is in the fortress?
Yes, an entire army of clerics. A second army is currently marching from Zorgan to Gore. In 3 days, the two forces will meet right before the plateau and enter the battle together. All that effort just to die. Tragic.
Без ног.
What's wrong with your legs?
I was born with very weak legs. So weak that they didn't grow with the rest of my body. Since then, an air spirit has carried me through life.
Понятно.
Take me to the fortress. I must see this prince.
And once again, you draw hasty, false conclusions. The prince is no longer in the fortress, but rather here, in this hole. Take my hand.
Чё, полетим?
Ага.
А он чё, закован?
Right, there we are. I lured you into a pretty trap, eh? Yes, the prince is a prisoner, and yes, you played into his hands. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Не поняла.
Я тоже ничего не понял.
Заключенный принц.
What did he do?
He tampered with the floating stones of the Flying Fortress. He is evil, and thus we've taken him prisoner. You don't know anything about this?
Вообще не знала. А что с тюрьмой? Чё?
This room is a prison?
Draconia has no dungeon, so we had to do a bit of thinking. We're directly above the sphere's observatory here. The magic of the observatory keeps the matrix of this room stable, which makes it impossible to do magic.
Вот так вот.
You understand the principle?
No.
Well, it's really quite simple.
То есть посох у нас здесь работать не будет, да?
Получается так.
Маска.
What does the prince want with the mask?
Who knows? I didn't even know until now that such an artifact existed.
Ну ладно. Не виноватая я.
Let me go. I brought the mask here under a misunderstanding. I'm innocent.
I know. On the way up here, I cast a few spells on you. I know that you mean no evil.
Well, then.
Before I let you go, give me the mask, your staff, and the dagger. It can be no other way.
Нормально.
Угу. И что, отдаст? Ага.
Отпустили.
То есть мы сейчас можем фигней пострадать.
Ну,
Но
типа
у меня
да.
первая мысль сразу же дурацкая, конечно. Я не буду ее даже озвучивать.
Но, может, все-таки озвучишь?
Ну, маску ему надеть на голову.
Этому?
Ну да. Ну это, конечно, я не уверен, что это как бы правильный и логичный поступок.
Поза у него подходит для этого. А может
быть, поговорить с ним можно?
Так, а с другой стороны, тут магия не работает же.
Ну и что? Маска-то может не магия. Давай мы поговорим сначала, попробуем.
Давай.
He's ignoring me.
Понятно.
Please stay away from him. Or I'll have to push you into the abyss.
How droll.
Понятно.
Нормально.
Маг воздуха.
Wait, are you out of your mind?
But you brought me here.
Don't worry, mage. By all means, you may keep the mask. I don't need it yet.
You see? Now give it to me.
Как интересно.
Ну,
Вино.
отдавать надо. У меня вариантов нет. У меня магию всю забрали.
Угу.
Now all that's missing is the staff and the mask.
He sent the Fakina to his doom. He's evil.
Ну, конечно.
And now the mask. I'll be right back.
О, теперь можем болтать.
Whoever you are, thank you for bringing it here.
Had I known you were behind this, I would have thought twice about it. Hello, Kasim. It's me, Sadia.
Sadia? Sadia! How long has it been?
Since you had me thrown out of the palace, long enough to leave those times behind me.
As if anything has changed since then. I'm still the sole heir of the Mughal dynasty. And you're nothing.
That's where you're mistaken. I'll go into battle against the demon hordes, and I will triumph. All of Avestan will know my name, and everyone will fall to their knees before me in awe.
You really believe that? You can't change who you are, Sadia. You'll always be the same person you always were. Second class. Insignificant. My name, on the other hand, my name will be immortal.
Даже
Это
так.
тот самый, которого она
Take my
ненавидит,
hand.
наверное.
I'll take you to a more comfortable place.
How do you think they knew each other?
He is a prince, she's a princess. Maybe they're siblings. What I find much more puzzling is how the maid knew about their conversation. He wasn't there, and yet it's written in his journal.
Keep reading.
I took the woman to her chambers. It was obvious that she knew the prince, yet I still couldn't find any malevolence in her. In order to keep an eye on her, I commanded one of my invisible air spirits to continue watching her. Aha!
Ага.
I'll leave you alone now. Get some rest. You'll need your strength tomorrow when we send you home.
I didn't come here only to be sent back.
You wear the instrument of a traitor. I doubt Admiral Vahim's going to welcome such a person to his fortress.
Let me talk to him.
There's water on the table. I'll have fresh vegetables brought to you soon. We'll meet again at dawn. Good night.
If you won't talk to the Admiral, then I'll do it myself.
And please stay in your room.
Ты
Пойдем
видишь
у него
коробочку?
это
Чё?
все кабачки пожрем.
Коробочка, смотри какая, сундучок.
Вот это?
Похожая же?
Она не это.
Ну я понимаю, но она же похожая на ту, которая была у этого.
Ну, Похоже. Вроде.
Ну, может, у меня это паранойя?
Паранойя.
Немножко. Паранойя? Ну ладно.
В главный зал.
Я могу.
Растения.
Растения.
Кровать. Она, помнишь, говорила, что есть такой человек, которого она ненавидит?
Да-да-да.
Который предал ее, там что-то.
Ну, это он и есть, судя по всему.
Вот и я так думаю.
Интересно.
I traveled the Rashtulian wall, so I've already seen more than enough plants. It feels like wax.
Пластиковые же, конечно. Так, спать не пойду. Сейчас, наверное, туда ломанусь, он мне это по
Ты
башке.
куда пошла?
Да, я кому сказала сидеть.
I must join the battle. Let me talk to the Admiral.
I'm truly sorry, but no. And now, please go back and sleep.
Оп.
Гады.
Ага.
О,
Бинт, вино.
можно вино вылить туда.
Зачем?
Не знаю пока. А у меня больше ничего нет.
Перебинтовать можно еще зачем-нибудь. И спуститься вниз. Не знаю.
Tomorrow the fortress will set out, and I'll be on it. The world must recognize once and for all what I'm made of. How? They locked me up in here.
Гады.
Да, гады. Рубин. Бинт. С самого начала вот лежит бинт у нас, да, или вино?
Зачем-то нужен еще.
I'd rather not.
Ну, ладно. У меня, в принципе, вариантов не было.
No.
Так, от балды называется.
Может, это на себя
I'm not
налить?
going to do that again.
Говорит нет. Чё?
На себя вино
как
налить,
я на себя?
притвориться, что раненая. Ну, не знаю.
Я
Ну,
не
на
могу
кровать налей
себя
тогда.
выбрать.
No, that's not it.
Не хочется.
Ну, ладно.
Ложимся спать, короче.
Never. I'm tired. But if I fall asleep, they'll take me back to Fazar at dawn. That must not happen.
И спать не хочет.
Mustn't look at it for too long.
Да? Ну-ка, давай ложись спать.
Mustn't look at it for
Нет,
too
не
long.
хочет. И что тогда?
The leaves are swaying in the wind, but there's no wind here.
А, дух.
Ага,
О.
нашелся.
Теперь с ним поболтать можно.
Ну-ка, признавайся.
Сейчас споим его.
Hey, you're an air spirit, aren't you?
Ну-ка, быстро. Иди сюда.
Come to me.
Ты чё?
Сбежал.
Поговори давай со мной.
Talk to me. Why are you here?
Вредный. Ну, поиграй со мной.
Let's play.
Ага. В прятки. Дружить. Я вижу тут 3 варианта. Потанцевать, в прятки и давай дружить. Летать мы не умеем. Разве что...
потанцуем.
Let's dance.
Не,
Не
танцевать не
хочет.
хочет.
Ну, давай полетаем.
Let's fly.
А,
Чего вредничаешь, а?
Let's play hide and seek.
О, говорит, давай. Спрячься от меня, я спрячусь от тебя. Спрячься от магов.
но я не думаю.
Спрячь меня от магов.
Ага.
Это уж совсем для
Он не
дурачков.
дурак, явно.
Ну, давай сначала... Пусть он от меня спрячется.
Ага, будем искать.
Я его найду, а потом...
You hide, and I have to
Или он,
find you.
пусть он прячется, а я такая бам-бам. Нет.
Нет.
Ну, значит, мне прятаться надо.
I'll hide, and you have to find me.
Ну да. Нет.
Странно. Ну,
Прячься
эти варианты
прячь меня от
чересчур
магов. Ну, ладно.
наивные.
We'll both hide from the mages. What shall we do? They would find us right away in this room.
Ага. Ты говоришь, не дурачок.
Да. Ого.
Ну, нормально нас тут спрятали. В обсерваторию. В гостевую, в главный зал. В правое окно, в левое окно.
Ага. Круто.
А куда идти-то?
Давай на крышу. Там, наверное, прикольно.
Кулачки жрать у него.
Да.
Ну ладно.
Польем их вином. Они будут пьяные. О, люди.
Маг Земли, подозреваемый. У них тут что вообще творится-то? Тут вообще ничего нету. Не светится.
Ну, поболтать зато можно, не?
А меня не засекут?
They're growing beautifully.
Секунд, наверное. Здравствуйте.
You are the woman from Fazar, correct? Weren't you sent to your room?
Isn't that strictly my business?
I'll just ask Xerxes. Xerxes!
А, меня поймали.
И что, и вопросов нет, как мы там оказались? Прикольные такие.
Ага. Какой неблагонадежный вообще дух воздуха. Когда хотим, тогда уходим. Обсерваторию давай. По порядку пойдем, да?
Ага. Обсерватория там что-то показывает? Будущее или прошлое? Что-то такое?
Наружу.
Ого.
Горн. Сейчас я их разбежу тут. Сфера.
Не, будить не надо. И пошла будить.
The horns can be turned.
Повернуть.
The horns can't be turned towards each other.
Нужно развернуть их вот на эти шарики.
На что?
На шарик на какой-нибудь, на этот нажми. Вот который в воздухе
вот
летает.
эти?
Сфера, да. Ну-ка. Ага.
Они светят.
What is that? It sounds like a whisper.
Прислушаться нельзя? Ого.
What kind of sound is that? I've never heard anything like it. They appear to be floating.
Нет, не слушает.
Интересно. Может быть, все три надо направить на нужный один? Ну, на горн нажми, на посередине который. И тоже направь его на эту сферу.
3 horns on a platform. War is raging outside. But if the demons win, there'll be nothing.
Он вроде не...
The horns can't be turned towards each other.
Видишь, нельзя.
Ну, на сферу теперь нажми.
Тут на иконке.
Ну да.
Все, я поняла. Что-то я...
Нет? Похоже, моя мысль не верна.
Нужно, наверное, найти.
То есть, получается, да.
Ну, тут не особо понятно просто.
Есть вообще? Ну, давай, тыкать разное.
The whisper is getting louder.
О.
You must find the garden. The name is in the garden, and without the name, the mask is worthless.
I know, but where shall I begin? No one here knows where it is, let alone whether it even exists.
It does exist, but to find it, you need the mask. I'm so close. While the most powerful men in Avestan smash heads in the Gorian desert, I'll restore the realm of my fathers, and there will be no one left to stand in my way.
Is this the same garden the staff spoke of? What is Kasim planning?
Подслушала!
То есть это не обязательно было, что ли? Можно попробовать, получается, на другие сферки понаводиться.
А я не знаю. Давай попробуем.
Интересно. А похоже, уже пофигу. Такое ощущение.
Ну, вроде.
Жалко.
Даже отдаленно не слышно. Ничего такого.
Угу.
Может, конечно, слышно будет только при полном совпадении, но тут перебирать можно до потери пульса.
Ну ладно.
Так, это на крышу, это наружу. Пойдем наружу. В обсерватории. Левое окно, правое окно. Давай в левое.
Ух ты.
Тихо.
А что это он там? О, наш кинжал.
Рудный маг. Метла.
Но он очень занят явно.
In the meantime, I learned to fly without one.
Чайник с водой, печка, каменное лицо. Посох.
Посох.
А он там прикован, смотри.
Ага.
Табличка, руда. Точильный камень.
Но нам тут маг мешает.
Угу.
Не очень понимаю.
Давай пока.
Ух ты, а каменное лицо-то шевелится.
Да?
Ага. Глазки строит.
Интересно, если я с ним поговорю, он меня заложит?
Наверное.
Ну ладно, давай попробуем.
Давай.
Упс.
Success.
Гады.
Всем пофигу. Ну ладно.
Где хочу, там гуляю. Давай вправо зайдем.
Упс.
Success.
Ты меня не видел. Хорошо, давай вниз сходим еще, поглядим.
Давай. Что это такое вообще, пещера какая-то? Интересно.
Ну, просто разведать хотя бы.
Не, ну понятно, да.
Опять сейчас.
Ты...
Is that her?
Yes, but what is she doing here?
Admiral?
I thought the evil mage had locked you up in his tower.
Yes, but I jumped out of the window.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Eh, Joachim?
Take me with you to the battle. I won't disappoint you.
And she has courage.
Yes, but no weapon. Besides, she almost played into Kasim's hands. I think it's too risky.
Ну-ка. Нечего тут мне наговаривать.
Угу. Негодяи. Не верит.
I didn't know about the prince's plan.
I heard, but how do I know that you won't unknowingly aid him again? As long as we don't know his plans, I won't take any further risks.
Доказать.
You want to learn the prince's plans? Then let me see him.
Out of the question. That could be exactly what he wants. Stay away from that bastard.
Ну ладно. А что с планом принца?
Мы же подслушали его.
Точно. Просад.
Угу.
I eavesdropped on the prince. He's looking for some garden. He wants to use it to seize power after the battle.
Surely not the Garden of Oblivion.
You know something about it?
Well, yes. It's just a legend, but they say there's a hidden cave somewhere in the Rashtulian wall, near the volcano Rashtul Kancharot. The cave bears the name the Garden of Oblivion, because everything that takes place there is forgotten by time itself, whatever that means.
Does the legend also mention a mask?
Yes, there was something about that, but I'd have to do some research to be sure.
That doesn't sound like something I need to concern myself with. If Kasim's attention is really on a cave in the Rashtulian wall and not on the battle, then he's no longer my problem, so we can safely turn our attention towards our actual goal.
The Garden of Oblivion? Have you ever heard of that?
No, never. But this story gets stranger from page to page. I may be mistaken, but something about this garden feels wrong. I can't say what just yet.
Keep reading.